Hello, welcome to day 6 of Ben Speaks with me, your host, Ben Asire. Today's episode is brought to you by iPods. They have cameras now. Now, that kind of leads me to my point of today's discussion. Today is the 1 year anniversary of me losing my iPod on October 7th, 2011. I was with 5 of my friends. Of course, I'm not going to mention last names because this is the internet. But it was Freddie, Chris, Johnny, and Jesus, and me, Ben. There's 5 of us. And 2 guys walked up and they said, "Hey, do you have the time?" And me being the natural speaker of my group, I said, "Nope, I want to have a cell phone." And he said, "Alright, you guys gonna tell us the time?" I said, "It's about 8:30. And he said, "No, man, I need the exact time." I turned to him and I said, "Well, I don't got the exact time. So it looks like we got a problem here." And he goes, "You got anything to tell us time?" And I go, "Yeah, my iPod's dead though." He goes, "What do you mean your iPod's dead?" I'm like, "Well, what do you mean? What do I mean? My iPod is dead." And then they both pulled out guns. One was an African American, the other one was a Hispanic. And I both pulled out guns, and instantly my buddy Chris flies off to the side and goes, "Holy shit, he's got a gun!" And Jesus runs off to the side and goes, "Oh my god, don't shoot!" And Johnny kind of disappeared for the moment, and then me and Freddie were standing there, and Freddie throws his hands up and goes, "Damn!" It just stops talking, and I say, "You got a bone to pick with me. You're gonna have to shoot me, because you're not gonna get my iPod." I grew a pair that day, and the only thing I regret is not being able to fight off long enough for me to keep my iPod. But in the long run, I backed away backwards under the street light because we were in a meadow, and I had a gun 2 inches away from my face. And I said, "Go ahead, do it. What are you gonna do?" And he says, "You think this is a game?" And he goes, "This isn't no fucking game. I'm not playing with you." I consider games fun. It's very fun. I didn't think it was a real gun. Turns out it was, but at the time I didn't think it was real. But I got pistol whipped 6 times in the face, on of which when I finally went, I still have a dent in my forehead right there where I had a concussion and internal bleeding in my brain. And then I got kicked with steel-toe boots all up and down my body. Final summation, I had a broken nose, a fractured cheekbone, 2 black eyes, concussion, internal bleeding in my brain, a bruised ligament in the muscle behind my knee, cuts and bruises all over my body, 3 cracked ribs, a fractured thumb, and a bruised wrist. It was a very bad day. And yet, a week later, I was up on my own 2 feet again, and I was stumbling around like a madman. And they knocked me out. And they kicked me all over my body with steel-toe boots, and last thing I remember is getting kicked in the face. And that thunk sound, I didn't even feel it, it was just and next thing I knew, I was with the phone in my hand, and I was talking to a cop, describing him. I was on the verge of running after him. My friends were like, "No, you gotta stop, I'm bloody, I'm bleeding more than I've ever bled before in my life." And all I wanted was to go get my iPod back, because see, I don't have much of a living. I'm still a kid, but I want to do something with music. Something like that. But my iPod had my last 3 years of all my poetry. I write poetry and I turn it into songs. I turn the songs into my own music, and I turn my music into my living. That's what I plan to do. It's everything. That's what all my music was. I was fighting for my life, pretty much. For my biodegradable life. And they got it. They knocked me out and took it. But all I wanted, the only thing I regret is not being able to take enough hits to fight off just a bit longer for the guy who called the police, who was walking his dog, to call the police a little faster, and maybe I'd still have my iPod. But while I was describing to the police what they looked like, I said one was 6'2", medium built, black guy, and the other one was a long-legged, pissed-off Puerto Rican. Thank you, Tourette's guy. You gave me the quote. And you made a very funny joke out of a very serious situation, and I applaud you, bravo. And, yeah, I got my iPod a week later. And it's what you're seeing on this. One hell of a day. It was a bad day. I love you all. Like, subscribe, enjoy. Not really enjoy, but sympathize, because I'm sure I'm not the only one out there who's already gun in their face. It's not a good feeling. And it was a very, very bad day for me. I thought I should share that all with you because it was the 1 year anniversary today, October 7th. And good luck to Johnny, Chris, Jesus, and Freddie. I hope wherever you guys are at this exact moment that all you guys are getting nice rest in your beds and your nice warm covers. Hope you guys have sweet dreams. Hope you all have sweet dreams, because I love you all. And I guess that's about it. My question to you though today is, what is your most terrifying experience in your life so far? Mine would be having 2 guns in my face. Yours might be getting attacked by a dog, or again, having a gun in your face. Getting hit by a car is a real big one for most people. Getting bit by poisonous insects, or getting hurt to a degree that you have to go to the hospital. These are all very scary and serious situations. Post below in the comments what your most serious situation has ever been, what has scared you the most, and sympathize if you see any comments that you can agree to. That's about it. I love you all. Like, subscribe, enjoy. Now you know something more about me I guess you didn't know. Day 6. Cap in the ass. Out.